Hello, I'm not even going to try and tease you. This is what we're doing. This is what we've got. I got these last night, trying not to knock something off screen. Alright. This is what I got last night. I did an unboxing and this thing is just ridiculous, so we're doing it right now. I've done a couple of bits and pieces overnight. I've fixed a couple of bits and pieces. I've done it's not a mod, I've just fixed something. I fixed something that I think hadn't even been done in, say, Bolt Matrix and Ben's Collectibles. I saw their videos when I knew I'd ordered this, and they hadn't fixed it. So, you know. So, just before we get too much into it, I've just noticed that there's a couple of black marks on the nose there. So I'm going to use a nice silver mark Sharpie, and I'll just touch those up. Touch those up. It's better. It's not perfect silver, you can see the difference there. It will dry and go a little bit better, but at least now he hasn't got the big black mark on his nose. So, that was worth it. Right, now, where to start, where to start, where to start. We'll do these two first. Alright, so we'll move... yeah, hang on. Before we do this, this is the... I haven't said what it is. What am I doing? This is the TFC Star Team Dino Team Combiner set, which is pseudo G1 accurate Dinobot set, which combines, but this is a reissue and potentially a knockoff by the Deformation brand of that reissue in the Age of Extinction colour paint scheme. So you've got what they would be Strafe, Scorn, Grimlock, Slash, and Slug. And what have I knocked out? Whatever. So you've got, say, Scorn and Scorn. Are the colours? How they match up? Okay. What else have we got? I've got Strafe to go with Swoop. Colours are very similar. Should I bring that closer? I probably should. See how similar the colours are? This pattern on the wings, it's only on the front, sadly, but it's exactly the same pattern that's on the wings of the Strafe. So that's quite good. Fair dues done. This is a very good set. I got this whole set off eBay, free postage, blah blah, for just under £40, and you know what? Money well spent. Yeah, so I said I was going to do these two. Right, okay. So we'll move these. Move, out of the way, move. Grimsy out of the way. I'm just calling them by the G1 names, so this is going to be Sludge, this is going to be Snarl. The fact that they've got the Age of Extinction colour scheme means very little. Let's not worry about it. We'll do you. Yeah, we'll do you first. We'll do Sludge. We'll go for Sludge. Let's do Lunch. Yeah. Okay. So look at him. Now, a lot of these figures are very, very similar in many ways. These two leg guys are practically the same, but there's a slight difference, which I'll point out when we get to it. And yes, the mouth does open, and it's a very tight screw. It's just a screw in there. Loosen that a little bit. This might be a bit better, but he's ace. And as I believe it was Ben's Collectibles pointed out, that they've even got the yellow here that sort of fades, a la Age of Extinction Slash. Of course, it fades a lot more on this side and stops about there, compared to that side, which goes up there. But you know what? That's probably a bit more natural. You know, animals don't always have to be symmetrical. But yeah, there's a little bit of a paint mess up there as well. If you can see that, there you go. But I don't care. These guys are just fun. They're cool. They're awesome. So he's got forward and back. Basically, the front legs and the back legs go forward and back, and they bend a bit at the knee. That's it. The head will turn up and down, and the mouth will open. That's your lot. They're quite simple. But so the G1 Dinobots, so, can't fault him for that. We'll transform him, and, right. If you haven't seen this set before, I'd be amazed, but basically, the tails on the 4 Dinobots with tails, they come off and make shields. It's just a running gimmick that they have with all the figures, except for the swoop. And all of them, you can basically just pop off or slide off or whatever, except for Sludge. Sludge is the odd one out. And basically, it pegs... Quiet, dog. It pegs in between his knees in there. So to get it out, you kind of got to pop these apart, but it does tab in quite well, so I don't... Right, we're going to dislodge this piece, like we were going to do if we'd already removed the tail on pretty much every other figure. Now we've done that, we might be able to split these knees, which, like I say, it's pegged in all along the top here, and because there's something between the knees, it holds a lot better. So, right, we've got that apart, and untab it. And I'm not going to go into a big deal of these, so I'm going to show you this once. You separate the tail, split the tail, fold it open, and you've got a big handle, and it makes a shield. Yay. They're not exciting, but it's kind of neat. Now you've got your legs, which are just folded over like that. Now, this is something that you get on, say, Titans Return Skull Cruncher, or Skull Smasher, rather. You got that, and the legs just hang off. No, you don't. You get the leg... Hang on. You got to get the leg so it goes straight, and then it folds in. There's a hinge piece here. So it folds in, and then this tab sticking out goes into those slots there. So you bend it 90 degrees, fold it in, and it tabs in there. That's the leg. That's good. I like that. That's really, really good. Well done, guys. I know I'm effectively praising a third-party crew, but, you know, if they weren't doing good jobs, people wouldn't buy them. The fact that they are still knockoffs, you know, but whatever. Right, so we've got this bit that's flapping loose and this piece that's loose as well. So on this double hinge here, we're going to bring this all the way down and underneath. Now on everyone else I've got that does this hinge sort of mechanism, they tab in a lot harder. This one, not so much. Whether I can tighten that with a spot of glue in certain strategic places, I don't know. I'm talking a lot, I'm getting out of breath. Ugh, not enough cardio. Turn the waist around, fold this flap down to cover the double hinge. Nice touch. Bring this up, flip the hands out, yay! Flip the hand out, yay! Detach the neck, which tabs into little grooves in there. Attach that, and then this whole piece, again on a double hinge in there, comes over. Waist's come undone again. Comes over, and it's got these slots here, these tab things here. They go into slots there. And it sort of just, if you line it up, there, slots in. And just flip the head out. Mine don't seem to be tight. I've heard of people being tight or having tight things like that. Mine's not so much. And you end up with, I might as well give him the shield for the sake of it. In there you go. You end up with this really super awesome little dino dude. I think officially you're supposed to, I think, tab that back into the slot. It doesn't hold very well, but it just tells you where to line it up. I think officially you're supposed to do that and leave it hanging off the back, which I suppose is about as good as folding it up and having it up, and you know. But he's just a nice little dino dude. There's nothing wrong with him. He's a cool little fella, and I really like the way the legs fold up and everything. And yeah, even the colours and stuff and the head sculpt. I mean, look at that head. They've got a feel of G2 about them. You know, the heads, you know, the massive sort of angled visors looking like they've got a bit of, you know, 90s, mid-90s kind of bad attitude. Awesome. They've got this really nice G2 feel to them, and I do like that. So, you go over there. You're awesome. Possibly my favourite of all 5, believe it or not. I don't know why. I don't know if it's just this colour scheme. I'm quite a fan of this colour scheme, but I don't know. Don't know. But he's beautiful. Look at that. He's beautiful. I don't know where that voice came from. Mouth doesn't open? I thought it did. No, I think it does. Or does it? I don't know. Aha! Does. Does open. Rah! Rah! Fear me, for I am death incarnate. Rah! And stuff like that. So, that's neat. Again, just a little bit of wiggling with the legs and stuff, opening mouth, that's about it. Should transform it. Itchy nose, thank you. So yeah, no, not you, this. You just pull the tail off. There's the two little tabs in there. Those two are going to slot and slot each side. That's it, just click. And again. Look, it's a shield, yay! And move on with our lives. Now, where are we? This one is kind of reversed to him, am I right in thinking that? Yeah, I think so. Whereas he had a high back and then sloped down to the tail. And then had the Bronto head up here. This has got the tail here, sloping down into the Dino head. They've slightly reversed it, which is clever. It makes a differentiation between the two. So what I'm going to do is split the robot, the Dino head, which is why I was questioning if it actually opened. But no, it does. Well done to him. You split that, you fold it open, yay! You pull it apart at the same pieces you do on that one. You fold things to see the legs get in the way of each other. That's the only real issue you've got. Fold all this around so you straighten the legs out. Split them, yay! Might as well do this for now. Just get these arms out of the way. Fold it around, and this one tabs in a lot more securely in the waist. And you get it there, and it's in. It ain't going anywhere. It's in, solid. Whereas his folds a lot easier, which is a shame. Turn the waist around. Get these, and these do a very similar thing, but this little tab at the front goes into this little slot here. Not very well, but it does do it. So you do that, and then you fold the tab. Am I doing this right? No, I'm not. You hold it. Oh, that pegs looks like it's straining. I don't like that. Can you see the white line on that? Looks like it's straining a little bit. Don't like that, but oh, we'll see what happens. That tab's in there, and it gives him a nice big fat heel. Okay, so we'll do the same on this side. We'll turn everything, turn everything, turn everything. Fold it through. Fold that. Down. Get that little thing into the slot. Get into the slot. There we go. Okay, just leave the dino heads folding down the side of the legs, but that's very G1, so who cares? Fold the hands out. Turn the arm around. Turn the arm around. Fold the hand out. Awesome. Fold the flap down to cover the hinge. And unwriggle that from around the back, and again it slots into the bottom slot, I believe. This sort of collar piece goes into that slot there. There you go, and flip up the head. And again, I don't know if it's just the colour scheme or what, or if he's just got that sort of, again, that sort of 1990s bad attitude. But I really like this guy. He's possibly my favourite of all 5. Quite possibly. He's just got this really nice vibe. I think the original plain grey versions of these guys, I don't think I'd have enjoyed them as much as these, because, like I said, these have got the vibrant colours and stuff. They feel full 1990s G2 Transformers, and they're awesome. So you go there. Let's do you're second in line. There we go. It's Slug, and yes, I have 2 left horns. But I might just get like a hairdryer or something on that so I can bend it, and then just it won't be as big a deal. It'd be fine, I'll get around with it. Can you hear that noise? That's my washing machine finishing. Yay! Okay, here's the thing. People have said that, especially because the horns don't come attached when you first put them together, and if you like pull off the tail, he looks a lot like a frog. I can see that, I can perfectly understand that. But he's kind of neat. I mean, the legs and stuff are a little bit disproportionately big, especially compared to the other guys, but what are you going to do? And his mouth opens, he goes, raw, and yeah. Not so much visible head syndrome in there, so we're alright, it's good, it's fine. But no, he's alright. He's not my favourite of the ones, but he's alright, there's nothing wrong with that. So, as I've already shown, you pull the tail off. Pull the tail off. You try and do it one-handed to show off. La da da da. Fold it open. Come on. There you go. And it's a shield. Yay, go over there. Now we get towards robot mode. Yay! So we straighten the legs out to the side. So fold them half forward, so you're not turning at this ball joint, you're turning at the robot hips, and rotate it down. Because if you just try and turn it there, you're just turning that ball joint. So you've got to tilt it, so you turn on there instead of there. You're applying the pressure to that. Ah, cunning. There you go. Straighten the leg out. Hold the heel foot back. Flip out the heel, which I've had to floor polish to tighten because it was floppy as anything. Same with this one. I've floor polished a couple of bits and bobs on these guys, but nothing major. There we go. Pop that out. Bring these arms straight out to the sides because you've got to get these panels out, and they're a little bit fiddly if you don't get them just out of the way. So fold that out. Fold that out. Bring the arm down, flip the fist out. Bring the arm down, flip the fist out. And bring the jaw down on that big double hinge. And there is this team's slag. Oh no, sorry. Turn the hands around. There we go. Shush, shush, washing machine. Stop beeping at me. There is the big slag. He's alright. Kind of got an almost Optimus Primal kind of face going on. It's not quite, but there's something Beast Wars about that head sculpt. I'm not sure what it is, but yeah, whatever. He's alright. His legs are really weirdly proportioned, like small hips, massive thighs, going into smaller legs again. He's very, very strangely proportioned. It's like he's injected some Botox and it's not gone well. Shush, dog. Noisy. He looks a bit of a mess from the back, but you know, he's fine. These guys all look fine because they just got the bit of the Dino shell, and that's it. They all look fine. This one just looks a bit messy, but yeah, whatever. He's alright. He's fine. He even with these tiny little feet, don't make me out to be alive. There we go. He stands out. He stands fine. So I got no problem with this guy at all. Not necessarily my favourite, but he's fine. Give me a shield. There you go, he's got a shield as well. Yay! Don't start trying to make me out to be a liar. You stand well. Stand. Stand. These knee joints are incredibly tight on him. May have to like WD-40 him or something. Because apparently that works on plastic. I didn't know that. But yeah, it's very tight. Okay. Oh, we're getting there, kids. Oh, this has been a long one. So we've got Swoop. He's got his wings that fold open. He's got the little fingers. This is the only thing that indicates that this should be this way. I mean, these fold in. I initially thought, oh, brilliant, that means they should fold all the way onto the back like the G1. But they don't. And these missiles you can't take off because they're like pinned. Unless someone's got any cunning plans I don't know of. But they're stuck. But the head goes up and down a bit. These massive pegs sticking out, are they supposed to be ears? They kind of mash into the hinges of it, unfortunately, but whatever. Little, definitely legs, honest. You know. Who was it? It's either Ben's Collectibles or Bolt Matrix, so I apologise if I keep referencing them. But one of them, I can't remember which one it is, they didn't realise there were double hinges here, and they just left what are clearly the robot arms up here. They're like, oh, I don't understand why the legs are up here, that doesn't make sense. Ugh. Neither of them sound like that, it's just the accent I've gone into for some reason. But no, it's alright, it's fine, it's very G1. I mean, you know, what more do you want? The legs are a bit hefty, but they're fine. Yeah, they'll do. And yeah, he does what you want him to do. He's not anything you specifically run down and go, oh wow, this is the best looking figure ever. Oh, I've just seen a nick in his silver. There you go. I wouldn't recolour something with one of these guys, but it's very good for like covering up little scratches and stuff like that. But yeah, he's fine. He's neat. He's interesting. He's better in robot mode. So let's get to it. So we'll straighten we'll get the arms a bit better. Fold the claws in. Fold out the hands. this kind of a tidying up step, but we'll do it now because we can. Is that way? This is a bit loose. Is that open? Do I need to tighten these screws? Alright, fair enough. Again, knockoff quality. If you can take a screwdriver to it and just tighten a couple of screws and fix half your problems, then it's hardly a problem, is it? We'll double hinge those up. There you go, that's the arms in place. Notice them all the way over there. Arms in place. Fold down the beak. There's that big tab that's supposed to go in there, and it kind of does, but it doesn't really grip amazingly. It's folded down. There you go. Whatever. And at a double hinge, you fold the knees down. There you go. There you go. Because when I first tried to do this, I went to bend them at the hips, but the hips have got big tabs that go onto the inside of the double hinge to make sure you've lined it all up, so that's not right. Straighten out the feet. And look at that bad boy. I mean, again, he's not anything special, but he's quite fun. The instructions, for some reason, because this did come with instructions, it was boxed, it was new, they tell you to put the wings on the elbows. Because they're just on pegs, you can just pop them out and put them wherever you want. But they want you to put them on the elbows. Why? Let's not do that, because it is a silly place. Dun, 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 dun. But no, he's cool. He's fine. He's the face is kind of a Nightbird. It's kind of a weird cross between Swoop and Nightbird, but he's cool. He's fine, you know. And he doesn't get a shield. Sad times. We've gone to Grimsy because we're like 21 minutes in. For the combined mode, I might actually pause the video and get everything back into the beast modes or whatever ready to combine, because it's going to take forever. So I'll pause it when we get to that. But for now, let's get on to Grimsy. And he is one big fat bronze beast, and he is beautiful. Robot mode's alright, but he's just beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Look at this. Oh baby. This is a very, very good looking Robo mode. And the mouth does open. Ow, sharp teeth. Ow, ow. Does open. It's got twin guns in there, which is awesome. These teeth are very sharp. Ow. Mark now. I sound like a right wuss then, but no, it hurts. Leave me alone. No, he's awesome. Little bit front heavy. But, you know, you can get him to balance, and he's fine. It's cool. It's fine. It's not a problem. He kind of reminds me of the original Power Rangers Tyrannosaurus. But, yeah, that's what it reminds me of. Right, so transforming, we will slide the tail down when it comes off. Okay, and this one's slightly different to the others because it doesn't just, like... When it double hinges, it doesn't just stop. You can basically just keep folding it until it's like that, which looks really stupid, but I suppose you're supposed to get it until it's sort of flattish. There you go, that's a big shield. Yay! Whatever. Bring these arms back, which are on ball joints, and they just tab into big holes in the side. There you go. Come on. There you go. Tabbed in. Awesome. Bring the legs down and straight. Straighten out the feet. Straighten out the feet. And bring these down. And they've got a hole in that double hinge which goes onto that tab. So that tab in the Dino mode and this tab for the robot mode. So you fold that down. Make sure it tabs in. It'll just take a bit of wriggling. There you go, tabbed in. Awesome. Pull it down and come on. Where are you? Awesome. Rotate the entire thing around. Don't jump steps. Rotate the entire thing around at the waist. Okay. Bring the camera up. 1, 2, 1, 2, spit in the food. No. The head, which is unfortunately the neck piece here, is incredibly floptastic, but and just tab it up from there. It just goes into that big slot there. These two big tabs. So we get that, and just flops. Yeah, untab these side pieces. Big peg from big hole. Grr. Fold those open. Yay! And then you untab these silvery bits. Tab. Tab and hold, tab and hold. They're both pegging to each other. Fold them out to the side and they peg in. Awesome. Need to fold the head out, which I think may have been the only bit I got stuck on before. Have I got anything to try and prise that out? I'm not sure. Have I? Not really. Well, we'll do the arms for now. We'll fold the arms out. We'll straighten them out because there's a double hinge. Now down, so double hinge. Turn around. Oh, that's tight. Oh, don't like that one. Gonna make me use a tool, are you? Fine, see if I can. So, I don't like doing this. I think if you do this, you've kind of, given up. But whatever, it's fine, it's done. So, fold the head up. Get the dino head, turn it around, and then you double hinge all of this down and into the body. Yay! And that's robot mode, as much as I've ever seen anyone else get to. And yeah, that's not right, is it? Well, it's not right. And the point is, these hinges in here are too tight, so you can't bend anything. But I've fixed it. And again, all it took was I went around with a screwdriver. So now I can, and don't get me wrong, it's not very nice, because things are a bit tight, like a tiger. And you can get it down like that. And now, yeah, that's a really tight hinge. There you go. And you know what? Now he's transformed and his legs are straightened out and everything else. He's got a weird Optimus Prime vibe to him. Maybe that's just me. And he can have his shield. Yay! Okay. So there's the 5 of them. Size comparison. Age of Extinction Swoop. So yeah, these guys are generous deluxes. And this is Voyager to Leader scale. I mean, he's pretty big. Come on, Scorn. Yeah, Scorn's smaller still. Let's not worry about Scorn. Have I got anyone? Yes, I have. That's Fortuitous. 6-shot. Science Return 6-shot. So he's definitely Voyager, and these are generous deluxes. So they're pretty big. Now, if anyone's wondering why I haven't done the accessories, it's because they're the same sort of thing as Generation Roadbuster. They're just random weapons that they're like, yeah, go on then, do something with them. I'm like, no, that's your job. You're supposed to design this. Why just throw random tat at me like it's a box of Bionicles? Second-hand Bionicles. I don't want to play with this. I don't like it. I don't want to. Curses. Right, okay, so I'm going to pause the video again and I'll come back when basically everything's ready to combine because this is 30 minutes long and we need to hurry. So, I shall be right back. Okay, and we're back in the room. Wow. Right, okay, so I've basically got them all ready to combine except for adding the additions, which is to say 1, 2 feet, and the 2 hands which I've got here. Yay! So we'll do the legs first. Now again, as previously said with him, there's a gap between the the robot knees, which is where we peg these in, which is awesome. So get that in there. Make sure it's in properly. Line it all up and squeeze it tight. Tight, 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 tight. That's in. Good. And then basically the legs all just get in the way, so you just need to get it so it all close up together. Close up, close up, close up, close up. Get in there, close, get in there. Come on. Why is it fighting me now? What have I done? Or is it the top? It's not the top one, it's the bottom one. Don't fight with me. What have I done? Oh dear. Come on. Come on, get in there. Line up. Both of you line up and get in. So that's where you go. Stop fighting me. You've not fought me. There we go. So the legs and stuff, you basically just need to get out of the way. It's all kibbly nonsense and just get out of the way. Fine, great, whatever. Right, just out of the way. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's all together, sort of. Sort of. There you go. That's one leg. Yay! I don't know if they're specific, but they came in this side, so they're going back in that side. Same again. This one was really loose. I've actually coated this one in glue, but this hinge still rickets side to side a lot more than it should. I've tried floor polishing it, but it seems like there's something wrong with the inside. I actually took out all the screws, and I couldn't get this panel out without damaging it, and I thought, nah, forget it. It's not worth it. It's only for a bit of side to side rocking. It'll do. It's fine. It's fine. You're gonna fight me as well now, are you? Why is everything fighting me today? I want to quote Huffer and just be like, don't fight with me, Shaggy. Dino Island episodes, I believe, when he's fighting a woolly mammoth. See how funny I am? So I'm getting tired now. This is a long review. There we go. Fold that down out of the way. Yeah, fine, great, done. Okay, so that's another leg. Yay! We got Swoop. Basically, I've just folded his arms up and they've hunched around his ears. I suppose if you wanted to, you could leave that down, but then you can see the face from the side, so leave that up. You turn his legs around, because if you hadn't noticed on before, this peg was on the outside. I thought that was something to do with the combining, but it doesn't actually hold. But if you put this handpiece in, it basically just helps line it all up together. So I guess that's a thing. So that's one arm. Yay! You return the top half to beast mode for slag. Then you turn the legs around because these were on the outside. Fold up the feet, and same thing. Just put it in there, and there you go. That's another arm. Yay! For Grimsy Boy, you basically return him as he was going to be, and then fold his legs up onto the back. Then you fold his forearms up, and they just peg into the side of the head, which takes a bit of force, or can do. That's what you do with that. And now you can combine them. Yay! Finally. So, peg it in there. Come on. Come on. Peg it in there. Awesome. Alright, good, good, good. Let the anger flow through you. Good. Okay. Peg that into the shoulder there. There you go. And peg that onto this side. There you go. And there he is in combine mode. I'm going to have to do some work with those ankle pieces because unfortunately he's a little bit flop-tastic. There's not much I can say about it really. It's exactly as it looks. It's a bit of a floppy mess. I mean, these ankle pieces and the knees. But unfortunately to do the knees I suspect I've got to open it all up and I really don't want to have to do that. You've also got these wings which, if you untab the Tyrannosaurus arms and get them like up out the way, you can peg them into the back here to, what have I dropped now? Whatever. Try and give him wings, so we'll fold that one up as well. I'll put that one in there. now he's kind of got wings. Look, he has wings on the back of his dinosaur kibble wings. Yay! Well, can you fold these in a bit now? Not really. Not really. So yeah, he's super duper wings. But I mean, he is awesome. He is something really fun to own and really cool. I think it's going to be the same thing with Volcanicus, unfortunately. I think they're better as individual figures, but the fact they combine is just a novel little thing. It's like, that's cool. They can do that. That's interesting. Let's hope it's only a temporary power-up and then they split again, yeah? Speaking of Volcanicus, where's Swoop? There he is. There's Scorn. And time to return 6 shot. So this thing is big. I kind of wish there was a bigger head, but there isn't, unfortunately. But yeah, he's fun. He's definitely fun. He's very interesting. Better for individual robot modes. The combined mode, unless I can do some tweaks and stuff, tighten things up and all the rest of it, the knees and the legs, just, you can't use it. Basically, it's just too floppy. If I can fix that, which I'm going to try to, he could be awesome. The arms, there's not much shoulder articulation. It'll go forward and back, but it doesn't really fold out, unfortunately, which is a bit of a shame. Legs are fine. Sorry, these bits are fine. He folds out a little bit, but not much, and I wish there was a bigger head. But other than that, it's a really nice set, and if you want, you can do stuff with all that, but I'm not going to. It's going to go in like a Ziploc bag and be put to one side. Oh yeah, and there's about 4 of these lying around with nothing to do. So there's the thing. You might be able to do stuff with them, actually. I don't know. I'll have to research it a bit more. I really don't care about optional weapons, but there you go. So yeah, let's just shove these around the back so they're not quite stealing the show. My knockoff Deformation Toys TFC Star Dino team, the big sort of whatever this is called, I don't know. He's cool. He is. He's honestly cool. 40 quid? Well, yeah, go on. It's fine. He's fun. He makes me laugh. I much prefer them all as individual robots, but the fact they combine as well is awesome. And yeah, I'm happy. I mean, if I paid a tenner each for the individual robots, I've spent more than I've spent, what, at least 50 quid on these? Because these would probably cost more, but whatever. So yeah, he's a very good set, very fun, and if you can get all of them for a good price, and you are willing to put the effort into trying to fix all the loose joints, he's well worth picking up. So, yeah, this is getting on towards 40 minutes, so I'm going to go away because I'm very, very tired. It's my day off. I'm very tired. I still need to go to the shop and get some food so I can munch and watch rubbish. Yay. So, I should be ugly, I should be wretched, and I shall see all of you in the next one. Bye!